Hello YouTube and welcome back to Allie's Wonderland Creations. I am Alice Seraphin and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in the Pacific Northwest. Welcome to my channel, everybody. So I do live in Hickville, USA, Little Belfair, Washington. You blink, you miss me as you go on Highway 3 on your way to and from, whichever way you go on Highway 3. So welcome to my channel, everybody. So this is April 2025's Paper Pumpkin Alternative video number 2, everybody. And I am in my sun shirt. I got in the dirt today, guys. I've been in the garden. Yes, I'm on the wrong side of the fence of the garden. Yes. Yeah, I'm not doing what I want to be doing. Yeah. Yeah. It just, you know, sometimes you get sidetracked. I got really sidetracked today, but I have to share that with you because I hope you guys chuckle, because my hubby's like, baby, you're complaining about the grass, but the grass that you complain about is on that side of the little chicken wire fence. He's like, what are you doing down there? I said, I'm getting the grass out from in between the concrete pavers, and I have one of his screwdrivers. I said, I got sidetracked. He's like, I can see that, baby. I can see that. I said, I know. But anyways, besides that, like, what else can I tell you to do? I'm making stew, 2 big things of venison stew today, so my hubby can them tomorrow. And I made a meatloaf today. Yes, I've been very busy. My daughter is on strict bed rest for the next 5 days because of her injury to her back. And dear Hank came home with a sprained ankle. It has been one busy day at this house, but and my hubby had to fix the lawnmower so I could cut the back grass where the dogs are at. He got that fixed, and I said, oh no, I'm just ready to start my paper pumpkin video. He's like, well, it's an easy pull. You can do this now. It's fixed. I got it going. It's ready for your thing. It's all on you now. So let's get started, because I'm going to head back out to the yard and I'm going to cut the grass area where the dogs are. And then my hubby's going to spray it with some grass killer to keep it from growing, you know, waist high. So let's take a look at this kit. It is called Inked Occasions. It is the April 2025 kit, and you got to make 3 of this one, 3 of this one, 3 of this one with the 3 envelopes. Guys, this kit is lacking, but I do have to tell you, thank you, Janet, for correcting me. This month, you did not pay the $2 extra that will start in May. So my apologies. I really thought it started this month, but no, that was the switch over to the Paper Pumpkin being on the Stampin'Up website. It's all combined now. Still, it doesn't matter to me because this kit is still lacking, and Stampin'Up needs to step up a little bit, even for the $25 you spend on the kit. Come on, some bling, some twine, keep the tissue paper. The kit is still lacking for me. But if you like a simple cards, this is it. I mean, they're pretty, but they're just lacking. They're just lacking in especially after it could be the fact that we had such a plethora of ephemera with last month's kit that when this one followed up, the few pieces just left me feeling it's just lacking. And usually you get bling or twine and not getting anything, because let me tell you, these, I can see this one, and this one really could have used some little sequins or rhinestones. It really would have stepped this card up. Not that people usually don't have those, but usually when you get a kit, everything you need is in the kit and you don't have to add those extras. So yes, I am let down a little bit by this kit. So let's flip it over. Over here, this QR code would lead you to a video to show you how to put this kit together as it was designed. And as you can see the lack thereof things on the back of in the visual of everything in the kit. Down here it lists the coordinating colors: Berry Burst, Flirty Flamingo, Fresh Freesia, Gorgeous Grape, Highland Heather, Peach Pie, Pool Party, and Gold. Videos 1 through 5, I'm going to show you everything that comes into the kit, and after that we're just going to move on. Over here, this will lead you to the Hugs a Bloom die set. It's a set of 4. This one is out because I used it in video number 1. These will coordinate with April, May, and June paper pumpkin kit. Now, I showed you that I did a lot of prep work. I had a mail call video where I showed you all of the prep work I did, and I showed you some of the things that I'm going to be bringing in for this kit. But let's take a look at the stamps. Now, I do really like the Thinking of You. I like how big it is. These are true to the size. Thinking of You, congratulations, hugs, you are amazing, I'm here for you. The 3 butterflies, these 2 are connected. I will be cutting mine apart here shortly in a video to come, maybe in this one, it just depends. Sending my love on your retirement to the happy couple. I'm going to set those aside, and some of you have told me you went and bought the hybrid embossing folder. Yay! Guys, I would have purchased it. That was it falling down. I would have purchased this if Lori hadn't sent this to me, because Michelle sent me some of these, and I'm telling you what, these are a game changer. Yes, for card making, these, it cuts out all of these, and you can do so much with this set. Oh my giddy heart, it is just fantastic. Look at these. So here I did a trio of colors. I did Berry Burst, Highland Heather, and Pool Party. And I took a blending brush, and I will show you that in a later video, but I did do prep work, and you use a 6x6 square for that, and I already have those prepped. So I'm also bringing in the Brilliant Wing dies, the detail one. This is how I discovered that my old Big Shot, the original one, the first one Stampin' Up came out with, is no longer good for detail dies. It'll still cut the regular dice shapes, but not details. It's not happy anymore. It says I need to be retired, and it soon will be. So I die cut. I did some in black memento on white, just like that, and die cut those. I did some, and then I sponged on these with a blender brush, some Pool Party, some Berry Burst, and Highland Heather. We're going to use some of these in today's card. I also showed that I went ahead in all of my dies for paper pumpkin dies that I have accumulated. I have went ahead and I have die cut them out. Now this one, the Love of Spring dies, this one is on clearance for $3. So if you don't have that, you might want to check it out. What else? Well, we can go over those, and then I can show you what we're going to use. Oh, no, I'll save that. Let's go over what is in the kit. So there's not a whole lot, guys, like I said. So you got dimensionals, and you got a spot of Berry Burst. Then this is 1 card base. For me, I'm going to be cutting this in half. These I will be using as they are. Maybe a little fun fold with them, but this will be used as is. This one we'll have to wait and see. This one, we are actually, I said cut in quarters for note cards, but I'm going to be using 1/2 of this side for a card for today's card. Okay, there's one more card base in here. Let's see, this one here. Isn't this pretty? Now, those delicate wings, you could die cut this in butterflies, and you would have beautiful, beautiful butterflies with this. So let's take a look. You had 3 of these hugs, and only 3. There are no extras, guys, with that. There are no extra of this gold piece of ephemera either. There's just 3. And then you have some sentiment strips. Now you have 4, so you get 1 extra in case you make a boo-boo. The Thinking of You, 4 for the congratulations, and you get 4 rectangles and 4 semi-rectangles because they have a swoop on one side. And then I'm going to show you, this is the envelope. The envelopes, most of them are going to be used as envelopes because there's not a whole lot to work with on these envelopes. And then the other piece of ephemera is this one. And this is the one that I told you that these really could have used some bling. And when I do use them, I will use some bling. And I'm going to show you where I have cut mine because I will be cutting all of these in thirds. So I will take 3 and I will end up getting 9 pieces. So I cut this in between this one that has the circles and this leaf. I just cut it right there. And then over here, this one has these two little flowers. Hopefully you guys can see that. I simply cut it in half there. So now I have this piece here, this center piece, and this piece. And I do plan on eventually using those. And guys, that's it for the kit. Like I said, this kit is lacking. I'm not gonna sugarcoat you and say this is like the best awesome kit. No. This kit is lacking. Sometimes they will ask for a survey on which was your favorite kit, which is your least favorite kit. So far for the year 2025, this will be my least favorite kit for the reason being that it is lacking in what I feel it has. It doesn't mean it's not pretty, because I think the colors are beautiful. It's just lacking in what was giving. This is my opinion, everybody, okay? It doesn't mean I still don't want to play with it. Of course I want to play with it. So here you're going to see a whole bunch more of the embossing folder, the hybrid embossing folder, Thankful Moments. So I did some in a Highland Heather, in Berry Burst. This was using a blending brush. This was using a spot like this, and I just rub-a-dub-dubbed it all over and then embossed it, and I got this nice little outline going on because I did it really quickly, and I'm trying to think, I did it on one side or the other. Here I did it in Bermuda Bay. This one is an early espresso, and this one, I'm trying to think. I'm not sure if this was one of them. Oh, here it is. These were done using a sponge dauber, and you get that stippled effect on there. So let's show you what we're going to be using for this kit. So we're going to use one of the butterflies. Also, if you need something for this, you can also use the Unbounded Love dies, sentiment dies. Those would work really well. I have a few extras, so I pulled those out as well. Now, from June 2021, Expressions in Color, we have a blobby image stamp, which, guys, is going to work to help recreate these here, right? So today I'm bringing in a hello from, you guessed it, yes, my favorite, I'm telling you. This is one of the most used paper pumpkin kit stamp sets. And this is December 2024, which I have not wrote on it. So I'm just going to take my pen. Oops, I almost wrote it down. December 2024. This one, guys, does not go into my box. This one stays on my desk because these are so versatile. They just stay right there within hand's reach. I'm also using the wonderful mixed label dies. That was a gift to me. Thank you so much. And guys, guess what? We are casing a card. Yes. So, you ready? Yes? Okay. So, Miss Cindy, thank you, because you are the inspiration. And she gave me her card dimensions. Now I'm going to change just one layer. Oh, I forgot. I need the embossing folder. We are going to use the very same embossing folder. Hold on, because I do have that one. I don't have a lot of embossing folders, but I have this one. I don't have a lot of Stampin' Up embossing folders. I have a few others. Okay, and I need I'm not using my Big Shot, guys. I'm actually going to do this on camera. I need my black plates. Hold on. Please don't be a 3D embossing folder. Oh, no, it is. Well, that's Stinky Winky. That will mean I am bringing in my Big Shot. That's Stinky Winky. I didn't want to do that, but I guess we will. All right. I was going to use my little machine that I use for embossing folders, but it's a 3D one and I can't do anything else about that. So let me show you what we have. So this is the Bloom Impression DSP that I'm using. I'm using this color because that's Pool Party, or no, it's Coastal Cabana. In Coastal Cabana may or may not be in this. No, it's totally not in here, but it looks good with this. At least it does in my opinion. I liked the blurriness of the flowers, and I thought, ooh, those look pretty, but my card base is going to be white. So we have card base is 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4.5. Layer number 1 is the Bloom Impressions DSP. It is 4 by 5.25. This differs from Cindy's, as her layer is 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. But the rest of the layers are going to be the same. So layer number 2, which is going to be the half of card base from Kit. I will write this down in my book when I get there. We are going to cut this one down to 3.5 by 4 3/4. And then we are going to stamp it with little butterflies and some little bitty backgrounds. Hold on. I'm not sure which color yet, but I want to get my little speckly stamp. Guys, I know not everybody will have this little background stamp. So please note that in your paper pumpkin kits, if you are a paper pumpkin, guys, I don't even have all the paper pumpkin stamps. I did not start getting paper pumpkin until 2019. But in here, there are blobbies. Okay, right here, this one, I know it's supposed to be snow, but that one would work. So I'm just gonna, you can get these from the Paper Pumpkin Fan Club Facebook group. You go to the top to the files and you will find them. You do have to pick on the right one. You can download it. It's a PDF. Oh, come on. Don't, I know you have blobby images in here. See, look at this one. There's a long skinny one, but there's others. Oh, my giddy heart. All right. I know, because I've used them. There's a little one right here. There's this one right here, April 2021, the Hope box, right? Right there is a little blobby image too. And there's Perched in a Tree. I mean, there's lots of different little, not blobby images, little speckly stamps. Okay, so we're going to do that. And I think we have just about everything. Oh, I have some ribbon, 4.5 inches of ribbon. This happens to be the ribbon that my Aunt Carol got at the thrift store. It's really close to Gorgeous Grape, but you could use this if you got the Lovely Garden Suite. This is a faux velvet ribbon. And layer number 3 is 3 by 4.5. Hold on. This is the one. This is not. This is 1/2 card base from the kit. This one's white. You'll see in a minute. All right. And then we have our mixed label dies for our hello. And then we're going to do the thinking of you on the inside. So let's cut this one down. This needs to be layer number 3. So it'll be 3 by 4.25. 4.5. 3. And I think it's going to be safe just to take it all from one side. So we want to take it from one side, just like that. That's going to give us this nice strip, which actually that would make a beautiful bookmark. You guys know me. I love it. And we want it to be 4. So this time we are going to have to cut top and bottom. So it looks like, because we need it to be 4.5. So we are going to take that much off there. And then we're going to take a 1/2 inch. Nope, we're going to take a 1/4 inch off this side. Yep. I could have left an extra 1/4 inch on there, but oh, we're going to spread it out. So that's why I'm thinking, why is it? But we have to spread it out. So we need another 1/4 inch off. All right. Now, guys, I am not throwing these little pieces away. You never know. You guys know me. I'm going to keep them. They're going to go in the goodie box of supplies. So now we are left with this. This is what we are going to stamp onto and emboss. So this is the backing piece for this. So we're going to move that aside. Move all of our supplies aside. Stamp. I need scratch paper. I have a whole bunch from my paper pumpkin pieces that I moved. So let's do this one first, because this is gonna be the hello. And I'm wondering if I should do it in the Coastal Cabana. Oh no, Gorgeous Grape. That's the color. Oh, we'll do it in Highland Heather. That's what I have out to go with our ribbon. So we want to do this like right in the center. It's already done the smushy smushy dance, so we don't need to worry about that. Ooh, so pretty. We're going to need that in a minute. We want to stamp the little butterflies. Yes, and we only have the 3, so we are going to have to make good work of them. And we only want to stamp this, I think. I'm trying to think. We'll wait. We'll wait. Let's stamp butterflies to start off with. So we're going to stamp, we're going to keep these 2 together. So we're going to stamp some right there. And then we need a single, and then we have to switch colors. Oops. We need to choose the butterfly we're putting on the card. So hold on. So we have our ribbon. We got to take a look-see, right? We have our ribbon. We have our hello. Now we're going to do a big butterfly somewhere, if I can find where I put them again. Come on. Under the embossing folder. So let's see what we have here. We don't want too big of a butterfly, but isn't that pretty? That one's pretty. Ooh, I kind of like, let's see. That one's the same one. That one's the same one. My eye is drawn to that one. This one. Okay, this is going to be the butterfly. That's the butterfly we're going to do. We're going to do a hello. We're going to probably, oh yes, we're going to move this to the side like that. So now we're going to see where we can stamp our little butterflies around this one. So we need this butterfly to be here. Now we have to clean these off, and we're going to deepen the colors on the big butterfly. That's a starting point. All right, move this one in. Let's add some Highland Heather. I'm going to put one here. Now I know we're going to be cutting this, but I don't care where they end up as far as that goes. So we're just going to add this one here. And I'm really going to need, yeah, we're just going to cut that little guy off. We're just going to do it right now. Nobody panic. It's okay. It's okay. Don't panic when you see me do this. You just make a straight cut, right? Now I'm going to show you. So now I have 2. Right? So now I have 2, but at any time, because I just made a straight cut, any time if I want to put them back together, all I have to do is do like that, and they're right back together. So don't panic. But what that is going to enable for me is now I have this one all by itself, and I can go like that. And I can separate it. I told you I would be doing it. I forewarned everybody. Because we're using Coastal Cabana paper, we're going to bring Coastal Cabana in lieu of the Pool Party. So I'm going to move that over there. We're going to do, because here's my butterfly. So I want to see. Oh, yes, definitely. So there's that one. This little one is going to go here. Now, you don't have to cut this up if you don't want to, but we are recreating our scene, right? And then this one is flying the wrong direction. We want this little butterfly to be over here. We need a few more. And this one maybe partial. And then we're going to change back and give us some more berry burst. So let me clean all the wee little butterflies off. Trying not to put my stamp pad places. So that's going to be there. We're going to add a full one going this direction. This little one maybe there, and this little one. All right, so next I want some color on this, but we'll have to do that in a minute. Next, we're going to go ahead and emboss this with the embossing folder. I'm going to tell you, any embossing folder you have that is a small print, that has a bit of openness to it. See how this has that openness? Polka dots would work really well for this. Let me move all of this off. I'm going to stick this in here. I'm not going to be getting rid of my machine, everybody. I'm just going to be keeping it for certain projects. I mean, it still works. It just will not die cut detail dies. But then, you guys, it's like 20-something years old. So, it's done. It's, oh, and I did it the wrong way. They're on that side. It's okay. I still have detail, just not the detail on the right side. Stanky winky. But it's still going to be pretty. It's going to be easier to get my butterfly on there. That's still pretty. All right, so now let's cut this in 3 pieces. 1-inch pieces. So if we start at 3 and go to 2, 1, go to 1, we're going to have our 3 1-inch strips. Unless I just messed up and I cut it. I did. I cut it at 1/2 inch. So guess what? We're going to have one big piece. We're going to do another 1/2 inch strip. So turn it around. I just have to be different is all. What is this? Is this 3/4 inch? Okay. So we're going to have 2 3/4 inch strips. Because I was not there. And we'll have one big middle piece. I could have 4 pieces. I wonder if I can get 4 pieces on there. Let's see. Wonder if I can get 4 pieces in there. I can. So instead of having 3, I'm going to have 4. We can make this work. All right. So in thread of 3, I have 4. Did I mean to do that? Absolutely not. Am I going with it? You betcha. It just happens. So here we have this, and I want to do a little bit of this on here. Hopefully. If not, we'll just stamp another one. So where's my blobby? This is from that June 2021's Expressions in Color Stamp and Pierce Mat. Because we're going to be doing just a little color here, and we're going to go with that berry burst. All right, I'm just going to get the edge of it there. And do I want full? I want stamped off. So stamp off, and I got ink in the corner there. So we're going to do it like that. That's pretty. Let's try to get that away. Turn it over here. You see, I have so much more ink there. Let's try this again. Let's try to get all of it. Stamp it all off. And then do some ink there. And then I'm going to stamp more of it with the Coastal Cabana. I knew Pool Party is not going to work very well, because I've already done that. That's what I do not want. We want the Coastal Cabana. Oh, that's going to work so much better. Okay, we'll be keeping the Coastal Cabana out. Let's ink it up. Stamp. Oh, that's going to be so good. We're going to go it here. Look at that. Yes, hopefully. We're going to keep that out too, because we're going to touch up the butterfly. Where's the butterfly? We have our strips. We have this. The butterfly is now missing. That's there. There's one. I don't know if it is the butterfly, but this is going to work. So we're going to touch up a little bit here. Let's see. Little. I don't know if I really need any more Highland Heather, but we're going to brush some more. This is all I did. They were white when they started. So I'm just going to use a sponge dauber, get a little bit more going on here. Oop. Pool Party, we don't want that one. For a minute there, I had a hard time. I was thinking, which one is that supposed to be? But I definitely want a little bit more of the Berry Burst on here. And I need my Coastal Cabana. I may never have made a Coastal Cabana. Lemon Lolly has one. Bubble Bath. Bashful Blue. It's a subtle. This must be Coastal Cabana, but I must not have one. Soft Sea Foam. Interesting. Oh, I wonder if that is Coastal Cabana. That's Coastal Cabana. That's a new one. Let's not use that one. All right, so we're gonna stamp off a little bit, add some in there. It's just going over the Pool Party a bit. I think we're done. I think we are ready now. Close up everything so we don't ink something up. Thinking if I have another ink pad somewhere, but we will see. All right, so we are going to get these glued. Oh, maybe it would help if I had them where they should line up at. That goes there. Would have helped if I kept them where they belonged. Something is not adding up here. That I know does not go this way. Where does this butterfly belong to? Oh, that was over here. Okay, so this is how they line up. There we go. That's how they're going to line up. We could do a little, oh, I was gonna stamp. I don't know if I can do that now. Little coastal cabana in there. That's what I want to do. Yikes. We'll fletch it with the toothbrush. I'll fix that. I will fix it. Sometimes working in the yard and doing this is not going to work out. All right. This is going to be interesting. That will not work. So guess what? We are going to use tear tape to hold this down. I could do dimensionals as well. Could raise it all up. Let's do dimensionals. Oh, I used my scissors outside. I cut some twine outside, and my scissors that I usually cut things like this with are outside. So we're going to cut, and cut these up. So 1, 2, 3. Yes, I hear you. Little buzzing. Busy. Hank's little mic is not doing well. Anybody got any tips on how to keep a fly catching plant? What is that called? Venus flytrap alive. It's not doing well. He keeps trying to feed it flies, but I don't know if it doesn't like that or what, but it's not doing well. So Mike is in need of help. All right, so we have all of that on there. Trick is going to be lining all these up the right way with the foam on there, the dimensional strips. Last month's paper pumpkin stuff case coming in handy. I believe that's where these little strips are from. Because I don't always use things as what they were intended for. I do my own thing. Poor Hank is laid up. His mother's laid up. They're all laid up in there. All right, this one. Ooh, that's too far down. I need to see it. There's one. Let's do this one. I need to hold them up so I can see it. Goes this way? No. I have no idea now. Did I not get the right ones? This one is this side, this one's in the center. So this one is the far one. Then this one, because there's the little bit of its wing right there. That is not right where it should be. I'm not sure that's a good placement. Oh, that is a good placement. Wow. Why do I think this one and that one should be switched? Oh well. See this one? And this one need to be switched. Oh, please come up. Yep, this one needs to go over just a little bit. I'm going to have to put glue on the back of the foam strips. I just got them in the wrong position. gonna have to scoot. Oh, this positioning. Yeah, the foam tape is definitely a booger. Definitely a booger butt. Not happy with this at all. This one's got to go over again. And I'm just tearing it up. Guys, ever have one of those days? I will get this right. All because I embossed it on the wrong side. But I struggle just like everybody else when it comes to doing things from time to time. All right, we're going to have to work on our... All right. Oh, my goodness. That just about killed me to do that. We're going to speckle this. So I had mentioned this on the last one, what you could do with a toothbrush. So let's just show you that. And it isn't going to matter about my shirt because this is one of my sun shirts that you can do. So I want it light. So you can squeeze this or you can just drop some ink, but I have plenty in here. So I have a little spray bottle. I'm just going to put a little water in here and get my toothbrush wet like that. I mean, it's really not very wet at all. I'm going to pick up the ink like this. I'm going to get messy, but it doesn't matter because I'm going to get messy out in the yard. And I'm going to drag my finger and you're going to see and it's really light, and that is what I want. Now, where is my envelope? Because I might as well do the envelope while I'm doing this. We need to pick up a little more ink. You guys are not going to be able to see this. It's there, but it's so faint unless I add more. Let's get more. Little bit more. The more water you use, the bigger the splotches are going to be. I don't want big splotches. But there, do you see that? Now you guys can see it. Okay, they're going to let that dry. That's going to go in and get cleaned. A little hand sanitizer will take care of the rest. And we can put this card together now. Yes, I do struggle. It just happens sometimes. I mean, the struggle can be very, very real. And it was for this card getting that placed right. So I'm going to stick the tear tape on the ribbon because it's a little wonky there. A bit. Not a bone folder. Oh, there one is. Underneath fits. All right. Placement right about there. That's going to hold it down. It's also going to hold it all the way around the sides. Now we are going to get this card done. I should have I didn't put, it's hot, and I didn't put the cap on it. Let's go ahead and put the DSP we're using, that Bloom Impressions. And this, now we can glue this down, which, no, I was like, do I do tear tape? No, I'm just going to put quite a bit of glue because of the ribbon. There, I want to make sure that it holds it down, and it's got enough dimensionals on the front. It doesn't need any more. Four's not bad. It was meant to be 3, but it worked for 4. Oh, that's going to actually come out really nice. Did you all doubt? Did you doubt it would come out nice? I am going to put a dimensional up top and up bottom, a mini me, just so I don't have to put anything on that ribbon. That should hold this in place. Put that right there, and I am also going to go ahead, just go for it. Put a dimensional there. I wonder, I think I'm going to add glue down there. Let's see. I would like to glue this and that, and maybe those actually down. Oh, I do like it. And then we're going to furl this up a little bit. Oh, so cute. So cute. Oh my goodness. And I was thinking how I would need bling on this. Somebody's out there with a mini bike, and I do want some color, so give me a second. I didn't know what these, I pulled out these that my Aunt Carol gave me, but these are too big against all the little butterflies. Those are just too big. So let's see what we have that's tiny. Those are not the right color. Oh, we can use these. These are Stampin' Up's Iridescent Pearl Basics. Yes. We're going to use just... Do we want to just do them on the butterfly? Yes, we do. Yes, we do. This little one, come here. That's why I like my scissors. Now I've got 2. I'm wondering, do I put a few more on the card? Ooh, I do like that. So there you have it. There's my card. Let's stamp the inside. All of that work, and I haven't even got to the inside of this card yet. My goodness. Because I had to struggle, and I do apologize, but sometimes struggle is real, and today the struggle was really real. So we are going to use that Thinking of You, and we're going to do it in the Highland Heather. I know there's a Coastal Cabana pad around here somewhere, and I said Highland Heather, and that is Berry Burst. No, I'm going to do it in the same color here. Because it will go with it then. And then we're going to stamp on. We're going to do little butterflies, so hang on. And they're already in Berry Burst, so we're just going to keep it in Berry Burst. And we're just going to add those again to our envelope. And then we will be all done. And I have to go mow the yard, And see, now that that is broken up, I can do the big one down below and the little one up top. Yes! Okay, envelope. Where did I put you? I put you somewhere to dry. I put the envelope up somewhere to dry when I speckled it. I speckled it and now it's gone. Well, we may not have the envelope for the end of the video here because it is like, oh no, here it is. I'm like, where is it? And I was looking straight at it. So we could do, let's do, since I'm using June 2022's, we're going to do Sending Hugs. This is from the one with the blob image. Sending Hugs, and we're going to do our little one butterfly there. And then we're going to do just a wee little one right there. And oh my goodness gracious. Okay. You want to play, we're going to do right there, and we're going to do a third one because I messed up. So we're just going to make it work for us. So you guys are great. Thank you for staying with me. I do apologize about the confusion with the paper pumpkin, saying that it was 27 this month. It was not. It was 25. But still, they could have still gave us some bling or some twine. And next month it will be, let's see what they give us next month. It doesn't mean I don't love my paper pumpkin, guys. I absolutely love it. I still think it's the best value out there. I just think that, and I do hope that they do consider those things with their increase. They should always consider them, in my opinion. And that they keep up the high standard that we expect from Stampin' Up. We're not buying from a discount company. We are buying from a name brand company, and that's why we like them so much. So thanks for watching, everybody, and I hope you come back here and visit me in my Wonderland. Bye-bye for now, everyone.